Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another dividend investing video. Hopefully everybody had a great green day in the market. Hopefully everyone had a great Monday and a great start to their week. Um, let's take a look at the overall portfolio, the individual holdings, my watch list, and then my two growth stocks. So today we are about break even. For the week, we're up $300. The month, we're down 467. The 3 month mark, we're down 225. Sorry, 255. For the year, we're up 482, and all time we're up 797, up about 4% all time. Next, we're going into the individual holdings, starting with one of my personal favorites, Realty Income. Sorry, my dogs are walking upstairs. I have 15 shares, about $950 of market value. 45.38 is our average cost, and 4.5% of the portfolio is in Realty Income. We're up about $270, up about 40% on Realty Income. Next, we have Altria back up to 40.50. We have 149 shares, $6,000 of market value. Average cost is 43.61. 28.6% of the portfolio is in Altria Group. We are down $463.43, down 7%. Not worried about that at all because it's a Dividend King, it's a quality stock, and they did pay me. Next, we have Coca-Cola. We have 20 shares, $1,000 of market value. Average cost is $51.26. 4.87% of the portfolio is in Coca-Cola, and we're up $1.90, which is awesome. They're trying to, yeah. So that I'm up on Coca-Cola. Next, we have FRT. We have one share, $79.74 is our market value. Average cost is $113.40. 0.38% of the portfolio is in FRT, and then we are down 33.66, down about 30% on this, but I'm not super worried because it is a Dividend King, it's a status stock, and it's a great deal right now. Next, we have Lowe's. Now on to the second set of months. We have two shares, $345 of market value. Our average cost is $100.86. 1.63% of the portfolio is in Lowe's. We are up $143.25, up 71% on Lowe's. That's a phenomenal gain there on a quality stock. Next, we have AT&T. It's a steal right now, guys. My average cost was like $32 for a while, and it's at such a basement bargain price right now. 126 shares, $3,500 of market value. Average cost is $29.68. About 17% of the portfolio is in AT&T. We're down, we're down about $200. But that's actually a good thing because I'm sure I've showed you guys before, but it was all the way up to like 30, what was it, 38 bucks? 39, got almost up to $40 at one point. And so now that it's at 28, you're getting it at a basement bargain price. I mean, if you bought it today at 28, you have $10 of upside from the 52-week high per every share. And then on top of that, you have a 52-cent dividend on top of that for every share as well. So great time to get into AT&T, and I would love to put more money into it. Next, we have AbbVie. 60 shares, $5,300 of market value. Average cost is $72.22. 25% of the portfolio is in AbbVie, and we are up $976.64, up 22.5% on AbbVie. Next, on to the 36912, starting with a quality Dividend King in Johnson & Johnson. We have two shares, $304.48 on market value. Average cost is $135.79. 1.4% of the portfolio is in Johnson & Johnson, and we're up $32.90, up 12% on J&J. Then another quality Dividend King here in 3M. We have two shares, $337.30 is our market value. Average cost is $147.28. 1.6% of the portfolio is in 3M. We're up $42.75, up 14% on 3M. Next, we have ExxonMobil. This one is definitely the stock that's been hit the hardest, but I'm okay with that because I like the volatility. The reason I wanted to get into ExxonMobil was because of the issues economically that oil had, and historically it fluctuates. It's a commodity, so I figured if I put money into it, I could easily cost down average. So that's the point. I want Exxon to go as low as it possibly can so I can buy up more shares. So I have 84 shares, about $2,900 of market value. Average cost is $53.20. 13.7% of the portfolio is in ExxonMobil. We're down about $1,500 more than $1,500 on this, down about 35% on ExxonMobil. But again, a great cost down average opportunity. Buying it right here cuts literally $20 off of my average, around $20 off my average cost. So once I get back to work, my goal is to get my savings back up to a point where I'm comfortable and then start investing into the market. So my goal is to get back to work within a week or two. I got injections last Tuesday and I'm feeling pretty good. I just don't want to overdo it. So I want to go back to work, and that should put me buying ExxonMobil next month. Next, we have Walgreens. They've been hit pretty hard too. We have 6 shares, 222.12 is our market value. Average cost is $32.92. 1.05% of the portfolio is in Walgreens. I'm down 17.37, but not super worried. They are close to Dividend King status, and I'm happy that they're in the portfolio again. Next, we have Aflac. This is my favorite insurance company. Dividend aristocrat, great status, great payout ratio. They don't pay a lot, and the dividend increases aren't crazy big, but this is one of those that's a solid quality dividend payer, and it's in a very defensive industry. So I'm very happy to have it in the portfolio. I just wish I had more of Aflac. We have 1 share, 38.40 is our market value. Average cost is $35.75. 0.18% of the portfolio is in Aflac, and that will be going up. But we're up 265 right now, up 7.41% on Aflac stock. So that rounds out the actual portfolio. Right now, if I had to choose stocks that I would be buying for each month, I would definitely be buying FRT. I would be purchasing a bunch of FRT right now. Actually, it's one of my favorite REITs. It is a Dividend King, and I think it's a screaming buy right now. AT&T is the same. It's a basement bargain price for a quality dividend-paying company with an amass media content and a huge telecom giant. So you get the steadiness of the telecom as well as the entertainment side, which should push revenue higher and keep your dividend locked in my personal opinion. Then, of course, ExxonMobil, it's the down dog. It's the one that's been hurt the worst. It's a rocket ship that pretty much blew up. But again, that's why I'm invested in it. So right now, if I had to pick the stocks I would choose to put money into, I would do FRT. It's too good of a value right now not to pass it up, not to buy it. AT&T, it's a basement bargain price, and ExxonMobil has just been slammed, and the reason I'm in oil is for that level of volatility. Next, we have our watch list. US Bank is my personal bank. I have a bad history with them, but I'm willing to look past it. They have a good dividend, great dividend growth, and right now they're about $40 a share, so I have $21 of upside in the stock if I bought it right here, plus that 41-cent dividend. So definitely want some US Bank. Next, PepsiCo at 142. Not enough upside, but I'm a huge fan of the company. I love the Frito-Lay portion of the business as well as Quaker. So I think it's a phenomenal business, and I will own it because I want to own both Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Next, we have Kimberly-Clark, a huge, they're a giant. That's kind of scary how big they are. A huge toiletries and it's just like household product company. They're massive at 153. Not enough upside for me, but this is just like Pepsi. You're going to have to buy up on quality. There's a reason it's priced where it's at, because it's a quality dividend paying company. But I know how to value it, and I know where I want to buy it, and that's too high for me. Next, PBCT. This is a quality bank that has risen its dividend for 25 consecutive years. It has dividend aristocrat status, and it's a pretty cheap stock. So I mean, like, even if worse comes to worse, it only takes about 20, I think it was like 2,300 to be dividend efficient. That's 2.5 months of investing, and this could pay me for years to come, and I could be dividend efficient, making almost $11 a month added to next month. So that is it's great. Honestly, it's the best of both worlds. It's a value because it's cheap. You can buy a lot of it, and I think it's a quality bank. And at $10, I definitely would buy about $6 of upside. But when you only have that spread between, what was it, like $9 and $17, the upside of course will be better. But you're only like $2 below or above the 52-week high, or excuse me, the 52-week low. So it's still a bargain here. So definitely going to be adding some PBCT. In fact, I'm going to make a video right after this one showing you that I'm buying it. Next, I have Colgate at 80, not touching that. It is literally at its 52-week high, dropped by like 30 cents. Starbucks at 91. It's at 94, so $3 off, not buying that. Procter & Gamble at 144. 145, it's a 52-week high. I'm not touching that. Essex Property is a deal at 300 or below, so at 216, it is a steal. Black Hills at 58. I have about $30 of upside in the stock, so I definitely would be wanting to buy Black Hills. Then McDonald's at 226, only $2 off the high, not buying it. Public Storage at 235. I need $15 of upside. It's very close, but I wouldn't buy it there. Next, Apple at 124. 13, it's the same. I wouldn't have enough. I need it to be at like 120. Next, Disney at 131. We had a huge spike here, but I still think it's a phenomenal buy. Even with this 5% spike, which I don't know why that happened. I have not looked into that yet. But $131, you still have 21 or $21 at least upside in the stock. I know they cut their dividend. Their business has been very affected by the pandemic. So a lot of people kind of gave up on Disney, but the thing is, Disney Plus is killing it. They're doing so good with that branch of the business. It's not even close to making up for the revenue that they lost due to the parks, but they're becoming less dependent on that, and that's really what needs to happen. Is there can't be a portion of your business that overtakes your business. You can't become too dependent on one thing, regardless of how great you are at that one thing, because when stuff like this happens, you can't be dependent on that for revenue or for profit. So you have to, like, the other sections of the business have to be strong. And Disney is remarkably, it's a great company. It's a great brand. People love it. People worship Disney. But I think they were too dedicated to their parks. They were too exposed, and they lost massive profitability. They had to cut their dividend, which to me, even though I would buy Disney at these prices and I'm a fan of Disney, I think they were overexposed. But this did give us a good opportunity here. So with that being said, guys, there are a few buys in the portfolio and on the watch list. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Robinhood portfolio update. Take care, guys.